If you guys watched my Hallowed Sepulchre quest guide, fuck me, it's not a quest. If you guys watched my Hallowed Sepulchre guide, this is just a quick run promising you guys that I will go ahead and try to get through floor 4 without any terrible mistakes. We see the relaxation there and we click. 1, 2, 3, click. This is my first run of the day, so my apologies if I'm a little rusty. We see that that just came back, so we should be able to outrun that sword a little bit efficiently. I always like to take a couple steps directly in and then just start running at that point. We can keep an eye on the crossbow. And then floor 1's pretty easy. You should be able to just jump by everything there. Now, because my guide was based on floor 1 through 4, and now I'm actually able to get to floor 5, which I have not tried yet, I'm going to go ahead and loot every single chest. Now, I know sometimes people skip this, but for the extra, I don't know, 20 seconds and the extra mark, doesn't really hurt. I know once you can get to level 5, it doesn't benefit you at all hitting this because it will save you some time, because you will actually get up to like 15 marks just on floor 5 if you complete it properly. So just wanted to do a normal run through here. We got it paused and we did use a good amount of run energy there, so we're going to go ahead and activate that and we'll keep on moving. Always make sure you have 6 of each of these items, your planks as well as your other option here. I think this is too early. I might be able to get it. Nope. Unfortunately not. We YOLO'd there, but regardless, it's fine because, you know, we would have had to wait anyway, so we should be able to outrun this here, and then we'll get our grapple in. The rest of this floor is pretty much easy. I believe we can run through that entire portion over there. We'll go downstairs and there's another sword, so just bear with me here. I'm not going to bother editing this video. It's just going to be a raw, unlisted video most likely. So we'll get one more mark there. And we'll keep on moving. Now through these, obviously I mentioned in my guide, you can brute force it for sure, but your character runs 2 tiles over, so we won't get hit by whatever thing turns on here if we just step over it, because we move 2 tiles at once. So you can abuse that by running through it. See there, I stepped on the center tile, and here I'll step on it as well because it's the second one that I clicked. But that's something just to keep in mind. So we'll wait for the 1, 2, 3 click. I wonder if you can make it all the way through this one. I have not tried yet. I don't think you can because there's too many spaces in between. But typically you'll just run to the center one and then continue on. These ones do happen to have that relaxation portion. But other than that, we're going to wait for the sword to come back since it's on its way, or we would follow it. If you're following the sword, you can actually loop around this barricade on the outside. So that's how you know you'll be safe. Going through here, we can see our run energy going down. You rarely use staminas. You rarely use your anti-poison, so I just realized I actually don't have them on me. However, it's not the end of the world. We'll go ahead now, go to floor 3. These are the ones that we can just brute force past. They're very simple. You can actually 1, 2, 3 click this whole thing, as I mentioned in my guide. I believe I mentioned a comment, but because we're on the tick here, we might as well just wait and run on through. This is on its way back, so we're just going to click over here as soon as it stops moving horizontally, and we'll be able to get through this trap without an issue. Now, arrows, trust me, brute force it. I'm actually going to try to put on that... Oh, wow, that helps. Okay, so this is that plugin that I mentioned earlier in my guide about being able to see the arrows. Personally, I don't think it's too bad. It'll probably help me with floor 5, most likely. But currently, I don't personally need it, so I don't think I'm going to use it. But just keep an eye on where the shots are coming from and take your steps and go. That was just thrown, so we can go ahead and run across here. And this one is not firing, so we're just going to step up to our safe spot and then run across. We'll go ahead and grab our loot here, as now that we're on floor 3, we should be getting a little bit of good experience. A little more information about why some of these chests have been looted already. I do believe it's currently a bug. Like I mentioned, Husky has addressed. What's essentially going to happen is they will unlock all of those chests. But let's try this. This is our special one. So we can see that this is our safe spot, but the wrong one is firing. So we're going to have this one fire. Now we find out what is safe. So we're going to run to the safe spot. 1, 2, 3, click. And then the bottom one over here is safe. 1, 2, 3, click. And that's pretty much it. Since this one's safe again, we're safe and we're outrunning that arrow. And we'll continue on through here. Now, like I said, it's just practice. As long as you're not overthinking this trap, it really is easy. I don't know how I did it first try during the tutorial and here, but that just goes to show that if you just understand how it works, it's very easy. Here, like I said, since your character moves 2 squares, you can just run through both of them. And we might be able to make this if we step on a portal properly, but we might not. So we're going to, oh, this game's going to mess me up. So there, if you see what I was going for was that sword skip. But since I messed it up, we can just brute force through here and hopefully not get hit in the butt, which we actually might. But we didn't. That's awesome. Now here, obviously we want to skip this one because it could send us backwards. So that's the only one I really focus on here. Say if the sword was there, we would have gotten teleported back to the beginning of the sword. So that's something to be mindful of. So we're just moving, brute forcing our way through here. We're going to step here because it might teleport us forward. We just want to make sure we're in the right lane. And that's pretty much it. This one, they all just fired, so we know that we're safe to do the alternating option. So we're going to hope that we can get through there. Oh, okay. Guess not. Click the wrong box. That's totally fine. We should still have time. However, we want to make sure that we utilize more gaps because we're down a cycle. So we're going to want to 1, 2, 3, click. And then we have one more escape here to get it right before they all trigger. And then we should get through without a problem there. Here we want to step right into the lane, and then we just start brute forcing it. So here it looks like we're getting pretty lucky on those, so we're just going to take some steps over. Diagonal. Now you can spam click and escape that. It's not really the scariest thing. Don't freak out. You can brute force it, so we'll just crisscross through here, wait for the last one, step to the side, and then escape to be safe. We'll come over here, we'll conjure, and then we'll go on down to the other traps on floor 4. Now we have about 1.5 minutes left. This is one of the longer floor setups that we got on this run, so hopefully we can get a nice floor 4 ending. Obviously when you come here, this is going to be the hard trap though. It's the blue sword. I do know in my guide, I did one where I teleported over the sword. I'm going to try to do one where I'm running. But for the sake of time, I might actually have to try this sword teleport again. Just because it looks like I'm not going to have the luxury of doing that. So there we go. That's a sword teleport. You want to make sure you're just focusing on the arrows and hit the teleport spot. That's pretty much it. We're going to force our way through here. And since we just looted a chest upstairs, like I said, this coffin is unavailable. However, they are planning on fixing that pending, the marks per hour. But skipping through here, that's pretty much it. We can activate and exit. I would climb down the stairs, but I'm going to lose the experience, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave and take my 3,000 XP. But that is a simple run of the Hallowed Sepulchre, having some extra time left over. I run over to the bank, I toss my stuff in, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate your support on this guide. Go ahead, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.